And where's Abbi?
No Abbi.
Abbi Summers is not here.
Blue moon, you saw me standing alone.
What?
Without a dream in my heart.
You're actually embarrassing.
Without a love of my own.
What are you doing getting involved? Put your hands down.
I said blue moon.
Blue moon! Oh, you said you weren't going to sing.
You saw me standing.
You said you were going to sing. So how are you singing with your...
Don't know the words, mate. Don't like.
All right, stop it. Sit down.
There's too much blue in here as well.
Sit down.
Again, have you checked? You're a different team again.
Sit down.
You're my wonder.
Sit down, right? Because you know what? I've got something for you.
What have you got for me?
I've got something for you. Because you're shameless. I've got something for you. You think I was going to come on? Yeah. Oh, brother. I come locked and loaded on this show.
Let's go, Cecil.
Hey, run it real quick.
Abbi Summers, you are a disgrace and a bottle job of a fan. And we want to win things at our club here, not be in the shadow of Arsenal all our life.
Hold that.
You need to have therapy, your fan base. You do therapy, actually. You do it on this channel, actually, funny enough. So you're already ahead of the curve.
No standards.
But no standards.
Shocking.
Listen.
Your own manager had to call you out.
I thought it was the M6. It's the M1,
You
she said.
specifically.
Didn't it?
M1.
The M1.
It was M1.
Did it feel like Ange was actually talking to you as well?
You need therapy.
My biggest thing when it comes to Ange is let's sort out the set pieces.
Oh, dear.
That's my thing. Let's sort out defending. But anyway, welcome to the show, guys.
Welcome back. It is what it is. It is what it is. City done a job against you lot.
Oh, we're going straight into it.
No, we can. I'll let you build up. You're hosting.
No, we absolutely can. We can go straight into it because I saw a lot of your fan bases making these cute little collabs.
So we're going to talk about fan bases
fake
here.
badges
We're not
and
going to talk about fan bases.
Weird guys making fake badges.
Don't you start.
Then I saw in my own stadium
doing Poznans, right?
Arsenal fans had bought tickets, paid actual money towards our transfer fund, right? That all goes in the budget, okay, in our revenue, to come to Tottenham to watch the game.
Yeah, because to them they were going to win the league at White Hart Lane again.
Is mad. Yeah, but we said no. We said that's not happening.
So you started doing the Poznan.
You gave them hope, and I respect it.
Thank you.
You made it look like you were actually going to do something.
You made it
realistic.
Like
you put in different
one of
tactics.
our best performances in the last 6 months.
I just want to say,
me fooled at half time.
I just want to say to Postecoglou, right? Postecoglou, he's complaining, he's ranting. The journalists are coming out. Oh, he's a real winner. Oh, he wants to change the mentality of the Tottenham, right? You guys need to fix up as a fan base. Where was this energy against Fulham in the cup when you rested? Where was this energy when you continued to play Emerson Royal at left back for the third game on the trot after getting slapped up by Newcastle, by Arsenal, by Liverpool, getting slapped up game after game after game after game.
Side with them.
You are better than this. Where was his attitude? Where was his attitude?
No.
Let me finish. Where was his attitude at home to Chelsea with 9 men? You want to play the high line for life.
They were behind it.
Yeah. So I don't want to hear when it's time for rivalry, when it's time for redemption, when it's time for real bragging rights, and not letting Arsenal dunk on your head top with a whole ass parade in North London. I don't want to hear, we have standards. Your standards have never been here. So don't do this now. Do you know what I'm saying? Next season you can go again, but right now this is more important.
Especially.
And for the people pretending not to understand that, hold that.
Yep.
Because you're lying to yourself.
And especially after you've lost your 5 in your last 6.
Crazy.
Sorry, it's not like we were.
Yeah, but that's why the pressure was on for him. That's why he had to put his pressure's on for him. He has to win games, and he has the right. He has the right mentality.
Matisse.
I'm not calling him out for that. I want my manager to sit here and say.
But your fans were arguing with him.
Hang on, I'm not saying I want my manager to come out and say, I want to win this game, the players want to win this game, and I don't care what's going on. That's fine, but don't talk about the fans, because the fans have sat there.
But they're arguing with him. They're acting like they want to throw the game. Like he's doing his job. He's trying to put standards on your club.
No, what I'm saying is, if we didn't want to win because we don't want Arsenal to win the league again at White Hart Lane, technically, then that's on us. That's the fans. Don't get involved in that.
So you don't deserve Ange, basically, is what you're saying.
Oh, this is such a ridiculous.
You don't deserve Ange.
I've not made up anything.
You don't deserve Ange.
Matisse, you are an enabler. That is what you're doing is allowing them to remain as they are with their mentality. Yes. So what Ange's saying is, listen, of course, you don't want to win all that. I'm on top 4. I want to win.
No one is. I'm not saying that.
You're criticising him for.
Yeah, you are criticising. You are criticising.
You are.
He said he come at the fans, but He's got to do a job. That's
You're both totally missing the point.
No, we're not.
Totally
this is the same manager.
You are.
This is the
You're
same
completely
manager
missing the point.
that when he was asked about top 4, he said, "We don't care about top 4, right? We were talking about winning, right?
Did you get
winning
a trophy
trophies.
for
Do you get a trophy for top 4?
This is the procedure, though. It's a process.
Are we acting like as the season doesn't transpire,
things change.
We don't change. You've gone on a mad roller coaster.
Hold on a second.
You've gone
He was
from,
never in a title race.
Get them all out, sack every single one.
He was never in a title race.
As things start to cook, you're going, I'll tell you what, this is all right. We can get Europe now. We can do this. We can do that. Abbi has gone from, I tell you what, I don't care that he plays like this and like that. Like, I'm just happy that we've got a manager who's got a style and got identity. And then when it doesn't suit them, they want to fuck his identity out the window.
That's what
it is.
Is bollocks.
That's what it is.
You don't deserve Ange.
I'm going to land.
You don't deserve Ange.
Now I'm going to land because you're sitting here lying.
Land the plane.
Right. I have got no issue, as I've said yesterday with you and today again, with him sitting there saying he wants to win the game. The players want to win the game, don't care about the fans. I have no problem with him saying that. What I do have a problem with is after the game, okay, when they've actually put in one of the best performances I've seen them have since January, one of the best performances, okay, genuinely. He changed his tactics the other day. He went with a back 3.
Yep.
Why didn't he do that in the derby? Why didn't he do that against Chelsea? Why did you not do it against Newcastle? Why didn't he do it against Liverpool?
He's learning.
Off the top of my head. No, it's not learning. It's not.
But you're not happy with that.
You know it's arrogance. You know it's arrogance. You know it is. It was arrogance. You know it was arrogance.
He said he's never changing the way he plays, and that's fine. We have said that's not a problem. But this season, we have held a lot, okay? We have not won a London derby at home the entire season. We lost 4 on the bounce for the first time in 20 years. Yep. We have lost back-to-back to Wolves. I mean, on Fulham, gone out the cups, everything. So there's a lot of things this season that, because we were behind Ange, and we still are behind Ange, I personally am very much behind Ange, right? That I'm getting annoyed with this fake narrative going around. I'm very behind him. But there's been a lot of things that if it wasn't his first season or he hadn't had such a great start, we would be saying, nah, this is very techie settings here. But he did. So that's why we're still behind it. But when you then come and call out the fans and say, I've learned a lot, blah, 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 it is fragile inside that club. And hang on, it always has been, and I'm the first one to call out how the identity and the mentality is inside that club. But don't talk about the fans when it comes to the Arsenal factor. It's a separate thing because we've sung your name week in, week out, getting battered 4-0 every bloody week. Don't come for the fans and make a rod for your own back. Just leave that to the side. Don't get involved in it. Don't get involved in it. It doesn't concern him.
You're getting involved. Their players, the fans are getting involved with him whilst he's trying to manage a game and call him out saying throw the game.
Don't you think that happens to every manager every week?
Don't call out the fans when he's getting...
Marcus Rashford last night getting called out by the fans. He walked away. Don't get involved with it as a manager.
He did it. He engaged.
Well, so he's actually engaged. So that's what Ange is doing. You can't say...
But then don't call it out in a press conference before the game and after. Leave it.
He's trying to do his job, trying to get the best out of Spurs, and you guys are going at him saying throw the game.
No.
And that's why he argued with fans.
But ignore that. As a manager,
even before the game, he didn't get it.
But ignore it. Whatever the fans say things all the time.
What I'm saying is, Abby, I'm saying he's allowed as the manager where he's supposed to take it.
You don't deserve it.
As a manager, I'm saying he's allowed to take himself out of this like fandom thing and say, I don't make no sense to me, mate. I want to win every flipping game.
Okay, but then at the same time,
he's had bigger derbies of rivalry.
You're saying don't get involved with the fans. So then, why is it that you're getting involved with the manager who has to keep his professionalism high and say, I want to win every game?
As a fan base, no one called out Ange on it. He called us out. He called the fans out. Why, as a fan, as a regular person who works every day, whether it's on a building site, in an office, wherever you go, in here, wherever, do I want every Arsenal fan for the rest of my life going, cheers for another title, thanks for helping us, what do I get?
So that's the point. So it's about the individual thing.
Do I win a trophy?
Would Spurs be better off being in the Champions League, getting more money where they can kick on?
It wasn't guaranteed. It wasn't guaranteed.
Hold on a second.
And also, you don't get a trophy for it.
Hold on a second.
My goodness.
We've always, first of all, glorified, right? We've always said Tottenham fans in particular, are glorifying top 4 over a trophy.
Like Arsenal
now we're trying to glorify top 4.
True.
So that's the first thing. Second thing is Ange himself has not been aiming to win every single game at all costs all season.
Absolutely.
He has been naive. He has been stubborn with his tactics, which is no problem because you want to show your identity. But you can't be showing your identity all season, win, lose or draw.
Well, they were behind that for a long time.
Hold on a second, mate.
But we're not saying
we're
not.
Regardless. We're not. That's not the point.
We're not
the
saying
point
that.
is that he chose this game in particular particular to get pragmatic
Thank you.
and make tactical switches and adjustments to win instead of dying on his sword.
So what are
and
you
now
saying then?
No, and
He
now
should have thrown
suddenly-
the game then.
No,
He
I'm
should
not
have
saying
carried
he
up
should
and
have thrown the
he should
game.
have let
I'm
City
not
roll
saying
up
he should
and
have thrown the
beat
game.
them 6-0.
No, I'm not
What are
saying
you saying
that.
then?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying you can't have your cake and eat it. You have chosen in the Arsenal game, in the Tottenham game, in London derbies to die on your sword with naive tactics,
So now
right?
he must
And
do
now,
that.
and now against Man
ridiculous.
City,
No.
now against Man City, you wanted to tighten the shit.
learning.
You can't have a go at the fans. You can't have a go at the fans for going in
Come
that
on.
demeanour in
This
those
ain't his
games, and
first
then this
job,
game you
Cecil.
tighten
Yeah,
up.
I know
and
that.
I
know
you
that.
can't do
Also-
that. No, I'm
also,
sorry.
Nah.
It's ridiculous.
you're
Hold on,
saying-
let her go.
So you're criticising him
You're
for
talking
changing.
like he's
Yeah,
Conte
that's-
or
hold on,
Mourinho.
hold on.
I wanted him to change. I wanted him
So
to
he's
change.
Just not now.
Wait.
It just doesn't suit you now.
No, listen.
What is happening?
Listen to me. I have no issue with him wanting to be more pragmatic. I just wish he would have done this 4 or 5 weeks ago when Villa were dropping off, Liverpool were dropping off, and Spurs could have capitalised on it. They didn't do any of that. They went to Stamford Bridge and didn't even realise it was a derby.
What about your players? Call them out.
I'm calling the
It's not
whole
all on
thing
Ange.
out. I'm calling the whole thing out. But when he sat there 6 weeks ago saying we don't need a set piece coach and we don't need to learn how to defend when you're conceding 4 goals, that's what I do have a problem
Yeah,
with
that's
when
fair.
you're calling the
That's
fans
fair.
out. So you focus on
But he didn't-
that. Just focus on that.
Facts.
Don't get
What,
involved
the
with
set
the
piece
fans.
coach or focus on
And
that?
can I
Don't
just-
focus on the
Well,
fans.
he did because you was pretty good
Focus
from set
on
pieces
that.
in the game.
Cecil,
He improved.
you have to.
With 2 games
People
to
are
go.
saying, right, this is the third
Then
manager in a
into
row
next
to
season.
call out Spurs' mentality.
Absolutely, and he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
We can hear it from Conte.
It's true.
We can hear it
It's
from
true,
Mourinho, who are actual winners, right, and won big honours. I'm sorry, Ange, you're still proving yourself at this level as well. Don't.
No,
kind-
he's won stuff. Nah, you
no,
can't
he
do
is.
that.
No, he
He's a
is.
good manager.
He is.
Can't
He's a
do
good
that.
manager, but he's not proven anything at this
got
level.
hated.
So you can't stand there and say, "Oh, I'm above this." Hold on a second.
but
You're
if-
He's saying I'm trying to change it.
if past managers
He's saying
have-
I'm-
you said
he's-
past managers
you
have
haven't
done
been
what?
trying to change it all
He's
season.
saying,
I'm not happy to be this.
Yeah. And if
Why
past
are these
managers
not
have called
happy?
out, then
Why
surely
not
he's trying to
tweak the
change it.
tactics 2 weeks ago?
Right, but that's
Why
the,
not?
But that's the criticism of his season. So,
Why not?
But when there's still something to achieve, he's gone. Actually, there's 3 games
He's
left here.
undermined
Well, there's
the
2
very
games there.
achievement he's aiming for.
Right,
Absolutely.
But he's
By
tried
saying
to do
sticking to his
something throughout the whole
principles.
season. It hasn't worked. Right, shit happens throughout a season, but there is still a chance to reach an objective.
It might have been
so
late,
why should he
but
throw
he's
away?
done it. He's
Listen,
done it. They're just annoyed at the timing.
I'm not.
Exactly.
I am not Ange out. I want it to work. I really, really want
Don't
it to
deserve him.
work. Whatever. I
Man
want
are
it to work.
disingenuous. They don't give a shit about your season. When
Yeah.
they play
They're-
Sheffield,
it's
if they'd beaten
ridiculous.
Who don't care
City,
about
you two, if they'd beaten City and lost to
What?
Sheffield, and
Oh
missed
no,
out
I don't
anyway,
care.
You would not have given a right.
No, no,
You
no.
wouldn't
You would not
Wait,
give
wait.
a
I didn't even
toss.
see
What do you mean
that.
that I don't care about their season? Of course, I don't
You
care.
couldn't give a
I'm
toss.
saying, of
So
course.
let's get to the root of this. Why are you two
This
really
is what
angry?
I get why
Why
you're
are you
angry.
really on her side?
Why are you? Because I wanted Arsenal to fuck up the league. I don't give a fuck.
So this is what I'm saying about what you're doing. You are an enabler because you can give a shit about what Spurs are and how they're meant to. You just care
I don't give
because
a damn.
it meant that Arsenal didn't win.
You think the people don't know this?
You're doing the whole
He's
thing.
gaslighting.
Thank you, Matisse.
He's gaslighting.
He
He's
don't give a
gaslighting.
shit.
Listen, look, we're gonna do some super chats.
So none of us care.
Okay. Also, guys,
I'll be honest, I don't give a shit.
there's